Finally went and got my old 71 out of the barn. It's been in there for probably close to 15 years. I don't really know for sure, but been in there for quite a while, way too long. The rats have pretty well ruined it. I bought this truck back in 2000. I think I was 15 years old and I gave $4,500 for it. And it was a slick truck. I mean, it had kind of a cheap paint job on it. The clear coat was coming off in a few places. But it's all original truck. Original motor and transmission in it. Well, see, I had the transmission rebuilt probably at least 3 times, maybe 4. I know it's out in it now. If I remember right, reverse is out, which is, for some reason, was the first thing to go in it. But it's a 71, and 71 was the first year they had disc brakes on a pickup. This is the worst spot on it, which rats. I hate rats. But I don't know. It was needing to get out of the barn before it got any worse, and I'm about 10 years too late, I think. But 350 in it, and man, it would run. See if I can't get the hood open. That's what mice do. I'm sure every wire in here is completely screwed, but I had it has Edelbrock aluminum heads on it, some hooker headers. They carry gravel, piece of gravel. Hooker headers. I can't remember if I had I think it's a crane cam. Pretty rough. Edelbrock intake and carburetor. Had some roller rocker arms, roller lifters. Had timing gears on it too. Back when I was 16 or so, or 17, high school, there wasn't a whole lot that I wouldn't race. And I didn't lose a whole lot. This truck was pretty fast. It's got a 308 rear end in it, which means in a quarter mile I never got out of second. And at second, at the end of the quarter mile, I think I was wrapped out about 6,500 RPM. It was wound up pretty tight. But man, I don't know. I hate to sell it, hate to get rid of it. These trucks are getting harder and harder to find. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it. What I'd like to do is pull it off the frame, rebuild the suspension, and just start from the frame up. A lot of the body panels are in good shape. That quarter panel's in good shape. The cab's in good shape. Rocker panels aren't rusted out. I will probably have to find a different bed. Well, all the years I drove it, I don't think I put a scratch on it, but that's from one of my brothers, and that bumper's from one of my brothers. So I don't know, but yeah, I'd like to take it off the frame. Like to pull the motor, rebuild it, and I'm thinking a supercharger, but maybe twin turbos. I don't know. It's going to be something cool. Probably put a different rear end in it. I don't know. When I bought it, man, interior was spotless, and now it looks like that. So anyway, was cool. It's still cool. I still like it. I'm still not going to get rid of it. It was made in November 1970. But like I said, these trucks are getting harder to find. I mean, and I think I'm going to keep it. It's been around too long for me to get rid of it now. But I mean, I think I gave $4,500 for it. Oh, it has a carrier bearing. I remember I had fits with that. I needed to figure out something different. That carrier bearing it went out, seems like once every 6 months or so. I don't know if I was probably driving it too hard, probably what caused a lot of the problems, but it ran, I mean, it ran fine when it was parked, transmission was out, but it needed rebuilt. Like I said, there wasn't a whole lot of people in town that I wouldn't race, and 16-year-old kid with a fast truck was probably not the best idea, but I'm still here, so must have been a good driver. But there's, you know, this is not rusted through in here. It's not rusted here. That might be some Bondo, actually. I don't know. But I'd like to go back the same color. I think that blue and white's pretty cool. I'm not real crazy about the trim down here, but I don't know. It's just too neat of a truck to let it waste away. And someday they're going to be worth quite a bit of money. I have a feeling. Just got my winch hooked up on my trailer. That is a, I need to find a better way to power it though. I got a battery in my box here, but it needs to be coming off the truck. It needs to be charging as I'm using it, because that trickle charger's not doing the trick. But anyway, another cool project, and this is probably going to be years and years in the making, but someday it's going to be a cool truck. I want to try to pull the motor this winter. I'm going to try to pull the motor this winter and at least get the cab cleaned out and get it stripped down a little better. I don't know. I don't know. I know there's a lot of money and it's a lot of time, but anyway, I need to come up with a good idea for the motor. I'm thinking a 383 stroker with I don't know, maybe twin turbos. Probably not, probably more like a supercharger. That'd be cool.